Another game, another London derby. Chelsea will face Fulham today at 12 p.m. at Stamford Bridge. And coming up is going to be my match vlog from home. Hello guys, I'm CFC Alex and welcome to the channel. If you are new around here, please do consider subscribing. I'll massively appreciate it. And if you enjoy videos like these, give it a like too. So obviously I won't be able to attend the game today because I couldn't get a ticket for it. So I basically thought maybe it would be a good idea to do a match vlog from home. But we'll see how that goes. In terms of the team, what I do know is that we've had a fair amount of players play on Thursday, but I don't expect the players that were in the starting 11 on Thursday to feature today on Sunday. So in that sense, apart from Kepa, of course, pretty much there's going to be a whole change in the lineup. I'd expect it to be a back four with Azpilicueta, David Luiz, Rudiger and Alonso, a midfield three of Jorginho, Kante and Kovacic, and then a front three of Willian, Hazard and Morata. But yeah, anyways, we'll see if I got that one right, and to me, I wouldn't be surprised if I managed to get all the 11 right in terms of the starting lineup. Now, in terms of Fulham, they're basically sitting rock bottom. And it's not exactly ideal for them, but you know, during the international break, they replaced their former manager Jokanovic with Claudio Ranieri, which we all know has been very successful at Chelsea as well as at Leicester, winning the league for them. So I think him as a manager would be basically ideal for Fulham. But that also means that tactically, it's going to be hard for Chelsea to know exactly how they're going to set out, because Claudio Ranieri is going to be experimenting most likely over like the next month or so, it's not going to be a fixed formation. So I think basically we'll have to adjust accordingly. But if they use the same formation as last game in their 3-2 win against Southampton, most likely it's going to be a 4-2-3-1. Yeah, anyways, I guess I will see you guys in a little bit later once they announce the lineup. Alright guys, so I've just seen the lineup, and surprisingly, just like last game, there are two players that I predicted wrong. So let's go over it. So it's going to be Kepa in goal, a back four of Azpilicueta, David Luiz, Rudiger and Alonso, a midfield three of Kante, Kovacic and Jorginho in the CDM, and then you have the front three basically where I got the part wrong like last time, where you're going to have Giroud up front, Pedro at right wing, and then Hazard at left wing. I'm happy that Giroud is playing today as well as Pedro. It's just given the fact that they played on Thursday during a pretty extensive period, I was a bit surprised to see them in the starting lineup. So that's why I went basically for Willian and Morata, because they had potentially more energy and all that. Now at the moment I'm basically watching the UEFA Euros qualifiers, and so yeah, basically I think it is good that I am at home, because that way I can see, well, where Belgium are going to be, where England are going to be, and so on. Come on, Kante. Oh, Pedro. Oof. 1-0. 1-0. That's good. 4th minute. Goal from Pedro. I mean, I have to say, Kante's pass and attacking threat was good. And then Pedro just basically makes a dribble in front of one of the defenders, and yeah, pretty much into the far corner. I don't know who he was dribbling past, but I think it was more like Mawson or Le Marchand. I don't know who it was, but to me, if you can't really deal with the pace of Pedro, then you're not doing well. I have to say, you're not doing well. But anyways, it's 1-0, guys. Alright, so 15th minute, and there's one thing that I've realized, and that's Dennis Odoi for Fulham is actually giving away the ball kind of often, especially as a centre-back. So to me, I think Chelsea eventually will try and exploit that. But at the moment, he's given the ball away 2 or 3 times, and we tried to convert chances in that way. Hasn't really come off yet, but I do think that over time, when Odoi makes another mistake, Chelsea will be reacting and trying to get that goal. So we're in the 20th minute now, and Alonso has made many crosses, and don't get me wrong, he's actually finding very good spaces down that left flank, which, the right back for Fulham being Christie, can't really seem to deal with him as much. But I have to say, in terms of the crossing ability from Alonso, it could be better. Hopefully, as the game goes on, it improves. Ooh, that's good. Oh. Giroud. You have good opportunity, but the fact that his shot got deflected onto Rico and then onto him for a goal kick, it's a little bit silly, but you know what? Whatever. It's still 1-0, so I'm not going to complain too much, but I was hoping he could convert that one. Anyways. Aspi. Giroud. Oh, that was a close one. I think pretty much the 43rd minute, Rico, the Fulham goalkeeper, makes a very, very good save, I have to say. But the fact is that, that would have been a good goal had Giroud converted that. Anyways, still 1-0, guys. Alright, guys, so it's Chelsea 1 and Fulham 0. Now, I have to say, we've created a fair amount of chances. I think there was 7 shots, 3 on target, 1 goal. And I think that's mainly down to one of their defenders, basically Fulham defenders being Dennis Odoi, who I have to say defensively has struggled at times against Giroud, Pedro and Hazard. And, in terms of his link-up play with the midfielders, has also struggled at times there when it comes to key passes. So I think, Chelsea have tried to exploit that, but not really with any critical effect. So hopefully in the second half they can actually do so and, get a goal from that type of mistake from Dennis Odoi. But in terms of possession, Chelsea are at 68, which, to be honest, given how Chelsea are playing these days, it's not surprising. But I do think we do need to start converting our chances more. And, as I said about Alonso, his runs on the left flank are good, his crosses are not. And I have to be frank, his crosses are not good enough. So if he can improve his crosses, I mean, frankly speaking, that would be great. If he reaches the Chelsea players, that's even better. But yeah, anyways, let's see what the second half brings us. 60th minute, free kick. To be honest, I wasn't really sure if that was supposed to be a foul anyway on Kante. But anyways, Alonso. Oof. I mean, straight at the goalie, let's be honest. I think he can do better, but, I'm not going to complain too much about it. It's not easy to take free kicks. But at this stage, it's 1-0, and, with the subs that Claudio Ranieri has made, it's actually proven quite effective in terms of Fulham are now putting pressure on Chelsea, I would say mentally, especially on Hazard and all that. And, you can definitely feel as though it's going to be more problematic to actually win this game by more than 1 goal at the moment. 64th minute, and you can definitely see now that Kovacic is not feeling well at the moment. I think he really wants to play through it, but I feel like his legs are saying, I need to come off. I think it's basically because of the injury that happened to him just, I would say, a few minutes before half-time. And I think it still has its effect on him. And yeah, I mean, frankly speaking, if that's really the case, I think it would be best for him to actually come off instead of risking it. Well, 67th minute, and Loftus-Cheek is finally coming on. Look, to be honest, I mean, Kovacic, as I just said, wasn't really doing well in terms of his leg and all that. So, you know, he had to come off. And, you know, Loftus-Cheek is pretty much your ideal sub. The other option is Fabregas, but to me, given how Sarri plays, Fabregas is more like in that CDM position where Jorginho occupies. So obviously, it's got to be Loftus-Cheek. And also given the fact that Barkley's injured, you know, and he couldn't feature in the subs area, it kind of explains it. Alright, so 70th minute, and basically, you know, Giroud hasn't managed to score today, so he's coming off Alvaro Morata. I mean, look, as much as I want Alvaro Morata to score goals and to play well for Chelsea, he's got to start performing as soon as possible and start getting those goals in. You know, focus on where he's located. I think last game he did pretty well in terms of, you know, not being offside. But I hope that today is basically a lesson for him to say, look, if you don't pay attention to where you are, you're going to be on the bench. So I hope that he gets a goal today and then eventually, you know, gets back into the starting 11. Hazard. Oh, good save. Morata, come on! I mean, look, the gap was small for him to put it in, but it was still an open goal. Why did he not put it in? Just keep the ball low, focus on the net, on maybe also where your foot is positioned properly, and just do tap-in. A simple tap-in would have done it. But he went for power instead of accuracy, and that's why it didn't go in. 78th minute, and Alonso is coming off for Zappacosta. Look, let's be honest. Alonso did not have a great game today, and it just doesn't surprise me. And, you know, his crosses weren't that great. In the second half, you didn't really see much of him. And so, yeah, I mean, I think Zappacosta does have an opportunity to really capitalize on this, and then that means basically that Azpilicueta will go as a left back. But yeah, I hope that this is not a scenario where Alonso is going to have the same problems over and over again, and where in training he's going to be able to improve and work on basically what he did wrong during that game for the game on Wednesday, potentially even the game next weekend against Manchester City. Hazard. Loftus-Cheek, yes! Get in, 2-0. Well, that was a good goal. About time we started to score that one, because I was worried it was going to be a 1-1 draw. But that is just good passing and good positioning, actually, for Loftus-Cheek. So, yeah, good passing between the two. And good one-touch passing. I think that really caught them off guard. And yeah, well done, Loftus-Cheek. Well done. But yeah, anyways, 2-0. Let's not give this up, guys. Let's try and get another, potentially, to try and wrap this up and keep possession, basically. Alright, guys, so we've just entered the 90th minute of the game. And to me, I mean, I think at this stage, it's time to give my man of the match. Now, in terms of this game, I think, to be honest, I gotta give it to N'Golo Kante. You know, his assist for that first goal by Pedro was pretty decent, and his defensive output was brilliant. So I completely understand, you know, why so many people would actually also favor him to be the man of the match. But yeah, I mean, to me, there seems to be only one clear winner, and that's N'Golo Kante. Alright guys, so it's full time and it's Chelsea 2, Fulham 0. That basically means for Fulham, they're still rock bottom, they're still 20th. But for Chelsea, obviously with a game at hand over Tottenham and Arsenal, they are sitting in 3rd. If Arsenal win against Tottenham, that will mean that Chelsea will remain in 3rd position. But it is good. So, yeah, I mean, Chelsea are 3rd at the moment with 31 points. And, yeah, you know, Fulham are rock bottom with 8 points. With, I have to say, a
goal difference of -21. Anyways, in terms of the game itself, I'm actually gonna put this on the side now. In terms of the game itself, yeah, I mean, look, we created some decent chances here and there, but we do need to improve in terms of our attacking output. Now, in terms of the stats, basically Chelsea had 16 shots, 9 on target and 2 goals. If I remember correctly, you know, Fulham had 9 shots and 4 on target. But yeah, I mean, anyways, you know, from there, that pretty much wraps up this match vlog from home, guys. Please leave a like on the video if you enjoyed it. Leave your thoughts in the comment section down below about the game. And yeah, subscribe to the channel. I would massively appreciate it. Once you've done that, guys, press that bell notification button. I will catch you guys later.